You can call a wah anytime? For 1 point? Man, they must be really hitting the red squig. Wow! Welcome back to the Red Ones Go Fast. Old Big Mek here, and yes, it is time for an episode of the news, because we got things to talk about for Games Workshop and for the Red Ones Go Faster. Let's get into it. First of all, for those of you that have not yet seen, we have the new merch completely up and shipping, and it is awesome. I am so much happier with our new provider for things and our new artwork. In case you haven't seen, we have things that are way cooler than just t-shirts, even though the t-shirts are cool, such as this red squig water bottle, which has a nice little straw mount on there. It is metal, and yeah, I am super stoked with this thing. The Grots have already started fighting each other over who's going to nick it from my office before the end of the week to take it to school. So I might have to order some more of these. But yeah, we've also got baseball caps and some cool like stocking caps with just the squig. So it's like a, if you know, you know. It doesn't say anything else on it. And we are working on uploading new art right now that is strictly the Red Ones Go Fasta instead of Red Squig. So if Red Squig isn't your thing, there's something there for you. So that is all available on redonesgofasta.com. But to keep talking about things, we've got a couple of things from Games Workshop. One, the most exciting new Ork unit to come out in absolute ages has finally gone on pre-sale by itself, which of course is the new Tankbustaz / Breaka Boyz kill team. So we're going to talk about that. We got a new detachment as a surprise for the balanced data slate. You know what it is, where they like update the rules every 3 months, and they dropped a new detachment on our heads, which happens to be absolutely smashing everybody else to the point that we're probably going to get nerfed because it is really that good. And then also, we're getting close to the end of our contest, and so, you know, we launched another contest too. Okay, let's get into it. All right, first with the new detachment. If you are on the Warhammer community website and you've clicked downloads, come down here, and then you have your core rules, and your index, and your codex, and errata, and the Grotmas detachments, etc., etc. It's not in any of that. It's actually in this other rules section. You get right here the Orcs More Dakka. Now, this is a really, really cool detachment because it is shooting. It is Dakka, 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 and it is super awesome for the Orcs. The detachment rule itself is absolutely bonkers. So during your shooting phase, ranged weapons equipped by Orcs infantry and walker models have sustained hits too. That's it. There's no other qualifiers. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to spend CP on it. You just get sustained hit too. Also, while the WA is active, your ranged weapons by those same infantry and walkers have the assault ability. Now, I'm just a filthy casual, and even I know that sustained hits 2 is really, really, really powerful. There's like whole detachments for other armies where you have like steps that you have to do in order to get sustained hits 2, and then even then it usually only lasts for like a single turn or is only on a single unit. So this is bonkers. It is really, really bonkers. It also means that there's certain units, such as the Ludas, where you can, like, the hitting on the 5 counts as hitting on a 6 and it would trigger the sustained hits too. Aspect Tactics did an entire video on it today if you really want to dig into the nitty gritty of it. But yeah, suffice to say, this is probably getting nerfed down to sustained hits 1, except for Shooter Boys or something like that. Because also, guess what's an Orc Walker? Both of these guys. That's why. Gorkanaut and Morkanaut, and your Stompa. Can you imagine these guys getting sustained hits too on every single weapon that is on them? Stompa's pretty scary in and of itself, but honestly, the Gorkanaut is even far crazier with the number of shots that it gets out of its crazy assault cannon thingy. Yeah, this is going to cause a lot of damage. But outside of that, even just the stratagems in the detachment are absolutely insane. The one that is just the craziest is this one right here. Get stuck in, lads. So for one whole combat point, that's it, just one CP, one unit from your army gets the WA active for the entire turn, even if you have already called a WA this battle. Now notice that it's your command phase. Your command phase, you get it for your whole turn and your opponent's whole turn after that. And you don't have to be the most cunning orc in the pile to realize just how strong that is, especially when it's entire unit. So think about a brick of Mega Knobs with Gazgul, or a brick of Knobs with a War Boss, right? There are a lot of units that, if they have a WA, again, have so many upgrades and things that happen to them during that WA. So you can use it for shooting, you can use it for close combat and getting up there and doing some crumping. So it's just crazy. This detachment is my absolute favorite one because it's a little bonkers, which is very orky, and it's a little it's flavorful, right? It brings in all of that stuff that's been missing, all of that flavor that's been missing. It stinks that you can't, bring the old captain himself anymore, but it's good. This is a good detachment. Tankbustaz are insane in it. Breaka Boyz are insane in it. Ludas are insane in it. Flashgits are insane in it. Yeah, it's something gnarly. I can even see flyers maybe doing something weird in here. Who knows? But that's because, again, of these things that you've got with your enhancements. Anyways, so really cool detachment. That's where you find it. Go and play it before it's nerfed, because I do not think that this one is long for the world, given how strong it is. There's only been a few tournaments since this came out, and orcs have already dominated them. WA Tactics is all over it, like a squig on a grot pile. So, great detachment. Have a lot of fun with that one. The next piece of GW items is this. The Kill Team Wrecka Krew and data cards is coming out on order by itself. These are the Breaka Boyz. So you get the Breaka Boyz and the Tankbustaz in that sprue. I am definitely ordering this. We will do a Secrets of the Sprue on it. We will do conversions with it. Cannot wait to have this. Of course, it came in the Kill Team box with the Ratlings, which is pretty cool. But those boxes kind of went out of production pretty fast and were not able to be found anywhere. So I had to wait and be patient for the Kill Team along with everybody else. So yeah, it is finally coming. It's probably going to be pretty pricey. These newer Kill Teams have been, and especially if you don't play Kill Team and don't need the data cards and whatnot, it could be a little bit of a pill to swallow, but this one is going to be worth it, because this particular sprue is like the old Luda Burna sprue. You get everything to make both squads except for the bodies, and it's super duper easy to put those parts on other cheap orc bodies. So we will definitely be going into that whole thing with these when they come in. So yeah, they are up for pre-order now. They also have like some cool terrain bits and whatnot, as well as all the way up at the top here was the new Kill Team double box, which these guys are pretty rad. These guys are all right, but that terrain, that statue is really cool, especially if you have Umbral 6, the Vindicare Assassin from a couple of years ago, that comes on the head of that thing. Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, enough about Games Workshop. I know you guys are really here for all the news on the channel. First of all, as you've been seeing over the month of March, or Mork, we've been doing the Mork Madness Bracket Challenge for the orkiest unit. And we're down to our final Sweet 16 here, and you can go and download this for free on our Patreon. And I've also posted it all over the place. It's on our Discord server, also free, link below. Put it on Facebook and things like that. But fill it out. Throw a post up of what your bracket looks like, and if anybody manages to get a perfect bracket, they can pick anything they want from our merch website, and I will personally buy it and send it to you. So that is your reward for doing this. Totally free to enter. Don't got to be any kind of anything. You don't even have to be a subscriber to this channel in order to do this. I just think it's a whole lot of fun, and it's spawned a lot of really fun orky conversation. So that's the bracket challenge. Now, for those of you that are supporting the channel, you know that ever since January, we have been gearing up to win Old Big Mek's Orcs, and we are quickly counting down here because it's at the end of March that we are giving it away. The premise is simple. I really appreciate all of you guys building this channel up, making it what it is, making our community over on Discord so amazing, in between the Orktober challenge, with the kit bashing, and everybody over there just being so helpful and so friendly and so nice and so welcoming to new players. We are like the #1 landing spot for people getting into 40K and just, you know, getting after it with conversions and kit bashes and making stuff out of trash and like everything under the sun that makes this hobby actually great. And so for my appreciation for that, as well as the fact that I might actually have too many orcs, I decided to give away a giant chunk of my actual personal orc army. So you're not winning like new stuff in a box that's being drop shipped to you. You are winning my personal things that I am sending to you. Totally curated, very, very cool. We are going to go look at all of them here in a second. Now, how it works is very simple. You enter by supporting the channel. There are multiple ways to do it. You can either go sign up for Patreon on the paid level. It's only 5 teeth a month. And every month that you are on there gets you an entry from January till now. Obviously, if you're seeing this now in March, you can only get an entry for March, but there you go. Also, you can sign up for a YouTube channel membership. Same 5 teeth. Click on the YouTube stuff. It's pretty easy to find. Do a channel membership, and every entry for that also gets you or every month you are a member also gets you an entry. Now, I know that you can gift memberships. So if you gift channel memberships to anybody, the number of memberships you gift will also get you entries. So if you gift, say, 5 channel memberships, you will get 5 more entries to win the army. So, FYI, there is a way to get more. Also, every single order you place on the merch store gets you an entry. So a bunch of you have already placed orders. Some of them have already been shipped. One of them, I think, has even already been received, which is really cool. So every order that's placed on DeRedOnesGoFaster.com before the end of the month also have an entry. So come April 1st, we'll tally everything up. And that first week of April, we will do a live drawing for everything. And again, it doesn't matter where you live. I will absolutely ship internationally. I did for all of our decals. I know how to ship things. That is definitely something I've been doing for a long, long time. So I don't care where you live. You can enter this one. You don't have to be here in the United States. So all that being said, now you know how to enter and what it looks like. Well, what are you actually going to win in total? Well, I've been pulling through everything, and let's take a look. All right, starting with third place. Third place entry is going to win the T-shirt Cannon Launcher Red Squig Custom Booster Blasta. We converted this on the channel and painted it. And yeah, I will decal it up before it goes out the door. But you will also be receiving decal sheets with it so that you can red squig up your personal army. You've got the classic Gorka Morka gunner on there manning the T-shirt cannon. You got a grot pressing the red button to make it go faster, a driver, 2 supercharged V8s. It is all sorts of fun. So that is third place. Second place is going to win a looted tank. Now, it is not pre-looted. You get to have all the fun. So it is a classic Imperial Guard Lehman Russ tank with side sponsons and front cannon. It's got the turret on it. It is a complete model, and it is fairly boring, but you are going to get a ton of bits in order to orcify it up and make it a looted tank of your dreams, as well as decals to throw all over it. So, looted tank in a box for you. And finally, the grand prize winner. When I say you're getting an army, I mean you are getting an army. Everything you see here is included. So what have we got? First of all, new boys on the sprue. Well, old boys. They are old boys, new on the sprue. So you're going to get 10 boys on the sprue there, as well as some extra sprues, some knob sprue bits. You are also going to get 4 war bikes on the sprue. Then we come down here, and there's going to be a custom model kit with an official GW base to make into a Dakka jet or whatever of the Ork flyers you want. And again, with all sorts of extras and gubbins and missiles and canopies, missiles and drop pods and giant guns and swords, all sorts of fun stuff. You are also going to get an Ork truck. This is an official Plastic Games Workshop one. Here's all the bits that have come off of it that you can put back together in whatever order you want to have yourself a truck. There's also a 3D printed, this is the Megatrack Scrapjet. So I showed that one off in the early videos. You get everything for that, as well as a 3D printed custom Big Mek with custom force field. He's in Mega Armor, so you can totally run him as a Mega Armor one. He's really cool because he is molded in clear, so you could do something really fun with the paint scheme on that to show that custom force field. You're also getting a new on the sprue Pain Boy, as well as a bunch of resin engines and exhaust pipes. Ooh! Again, we showed this off on the early ones. There is 2 of everything, 2 engines that are like big V8s, 2 radials, 2 jet turbines, and a whole bunch of exhaust pipes to orcify whatever vehicles you want. You're also getting a bag of bits, and whew, continuing on here, 3D printed, there are some really cool Ork Commando guys there and some squigs, as well as a barrel squiggy there, and a bunch of other bits and doodads to make 3 guys there, as well as the Mr. Modular ones, 3 commando guys with different weapons. Obviously, you can take these 6 dudes and make yourself one of those new Tankbustaz or Breaka Boyz squads. Which, speaking of, there's also a pre-converted squad that you can use as Tankbustaz. You could see there with their lovely tank hammers. A bunch of shooter boys, including some special weapons, some more Tankbustaz looking guys or commandos, including the Barrel Grot, the Barrel Ork, and the Barrel Squig, homemade by Old Big Mek himself, so that you can have fun with your commandos. There's also going to be a selection of knobs, a AOS guy to use as a knob with wall banner, not that that exists anymore, some Ard boys that you can use there, as well as a whole giant bag of 32mm bases so that you can base all of these guys in the correct size. You're also going to get the pair of stickers and every single decal sheet we have made so far. So that is your Ork army that you're going to win. So yeah, that is a pretty darn good size army. I mean, you're looking at what, 20, 30 boys at least, plus knobs, plus extra bodies to make special characters with or special teams with, plus a couple of different Tankbustaz squads, plus a couple of characters going on in between the Big Mek and Mega Armor with the custom force field and the Pain Boy, and you're going to get a truck to ride around in, and you're going to get a Megatrack Scrapjet as a buggy, and you're going to get that Dakka jet. So there is a ton of stuff in there. And like I said, the bits are from my personal collection. They are personally curated bits. You are going to get a ton of them so that you can go absolutely hog wild making this army all your own. And this is just the minimum guaranteed. If I find more fun things that I want to throw in here between now and when we actually give it away, you're gonna get extras and bonuses on top of it. I want whoever opens this to just feel the biggest, orkiest joy in life about how much fun everything is going to be to build and convert and kit bash and make a really awesome army. So that is the army that you are going to win. One of you right now watching this, hopefully one of you watching this, if you've entered, I hope you're watching the videos, but one of you watching this, one of you Old Big Mek supporters is going to win that army from my personal collection. One of you is also going to win the custom tank in a box. I was really excited to build that up myself, and I got to thinking about it and I was like, you know, instead of giving it away already looted, the idea of like, here is a tank and here is all of the parts to loot it you could possibly desire, and letting you actually loot it seemed like a ton of fun. So I'm really jealous of the person that does win that one, because that one's gonna be a hoot. And then of course there is somebody that's going to win the actually finished and painted t-shirt cannon custom booster blaster, because a whole bunch of you did ask if it was possible to win something actually painted by Old Big Mek. I'm not the greatest painter in the world anymore these days, but it was definitely something fun to convert up and kit bash and make something really unique. And you will have the only one on the planet. Nobody else. I don't even have a t-shirt cannon custom booster blaster, so you are definitely going to be a lucky get with that one. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. We had a lot to talk about and a lot to show you in between the new detachment, the new Tankbustaz / Breaka Boyz coming out in that Kill Team box, which is going to be absolutely righteous. Again, I am definitely getting at least one of those boxes. We will do at least a couple of videos on it, because I'm going to do the whole Secrets of the Sprue, because again, that sprue is compatible with the Beast Snagas, the Squig Hog Boys, the Commandos. and maybe some others. So we'll see what all we can do with them. And they are going to be, and then we'll do another video on kit bashing them when I actually build them, because they are going to be super duper duper easy to, just like the Ludas and Burnas kit, to get 2 full squads out of them with just adding basic bodies. And I have a really good idea of where to get 6 orc bodies that are the right size for that. So definitely stay tuned for that one. And then again, if you are entered into the Mork Madness Bracket Challenge, again, this one's totally free. All you got to do is download this form, fill it all out, and throw it back up on the internet somewhere so that we can take a look at it. After we do the video. You can see mine is still not filled out. You are going to see it as it happens. It's going to be a ton of fun, and if anybody gets that bracket totally correct, even if there's more than one of you, again, anything you want on the merch store. And remember, every every order you make on the merch store gets you an entry into the giveaway. So check that out. Link down below, redonesgofaster.com. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. It's finals week for me. I got to get that stinking paper done, and then the celebration of being done with this term for college is definitely going to result in lots and lots of partying with giving away this army and having fun with this Mork Madness thing. And we'll do some hobby hangouts and all sorts of fun stuff. So I'll catch you in those videos. Until then, walk on!